Hello, everybody. Joel Rutherford here, coming to you from North Dallas, Texas, Plano, Texas, Prestonwood Christian Academy. This is my choir room where I teach, and it's my pleasure to be with you this morning as we celebrate the life of Cheryl Jewitt and look back and just reflect. And I wish I could be with you in person, but obviously not possible. I am very grateful that I can be with you like this, though, sending up a little video just to share a couple of memories and then sing a song for Cheryl. Cheryl and I have known each other our whole lives. Basically, grew up in Bethany together. The Jewitt family in Rutherford's just longtime members of Bethany. And so my earliest memories are at Bethany, and Cheryl is always around. And so it's difficult to think that she's not with us anymore. It's kind of hard to just kind of wrap my brain around it. But anyways, grateful to be with you in this service today and just to share a couple of memories. So like I said, Cheryl and I both grew up at Bethany. And I do remember as a boy, we had a program called Bethany Boys, and we would always be up at the church doing things like building things and playing floor hockey and whatever. And I'm sure the girls did something, although I don't know what it was. They must have done something, and I'm sure Cheryl was involved in that in some way. But doing little kids programs and whatever we did at church, Cheryl was always there. And then Cheryl and I both ended up at Eastwood Collegiate and doing high school together. And then towards later in high school, we got to be pretty good friends. And she and I would hang out with a couple of other folks, and we did New Year's Eve together a couple of times, and summer activities and just kind of whatever. But I do remember fondly, Jean Jewitt always had a little thing where she would make about 1 million cookies at Christmas season, somewhere in there, and we always made our way over to the Jewitt house when it was cookie season. So you can imagine that was always a time of great celebration. But one thing I do remember, one of my fondest memories, and I'm a musical guy, and I like singing and choirs and stuff. And so Cheryl and I were both in a choir called Celebration, and Doreen Archer led that. We had lots of people. We had, Meredith Holding would accompany us, and we had the Cressman guys, and just lots of folks in Celebration over the years. But in Celebration, one of the songs that we would sing year after year, and we'd come back to it quite frequently, is a song called Jesus Never Fails. And so when I heard of Cheryl's passing and visiting with Bill Anderson maybe about singing something today for you, that song came to mind. And I think it's appropriate because more than any of us that are here now, Cheryl really knows the truth of that song, that Jesus never fails. And so she's in a better place and reunited with her parents and brought together with her Savior. So happy for Cheryl that she's delivered from her suffering. Of course, we will miss her, but we do know amidst the suffering, we can hang on to our faith and know that Jesus never fails. I want to sing this for you now. So many souls have tested him throughout the course of time. So many still reach out to him with broken hearts and minds. And every one of them will say, with no exception, that they find Jesus never fails. Of old, he brought his people through, and then he came to show his love when he died for me and you, and then he rose again to prove that every story has been true. Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. as well get thee behind me, Satan. You cannot prevail, because Jesus never fails. Sometimes this world brings trouble we find so hard to bear. We know we could not make it without Jesus being there. It's so encouraging to know, however deep we're in despair, Jesus never fails. So what can I do to prove to you? Tell me, how can you deny? No untold facts, no mysteries, it's all so cut and dried. And on the witness stand of your life, I'll be the first to testify, Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. You might as well get thee behind me, Satan. You cannot prevail, because Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. You might as well get thee behind me, Satan. You cannot prevail, because Jesus never fails. You might as well get thee behind me, Satan. You cannot prevail,